Hey, what's going on, 10-back bowling and Motiv Nation? It's Jesse again, and today I bring you the all-new Motiv Evoke. So for this video, I actually have two Evokes that I've drilled, one with a short pin layout, which you can see right here, and then a second Evoke that has a stronger pin layout, which you can see right over here. So very excited about both of these bowling balls. If you're looking for something for medium to heavier volume patterns, this Evoke is going to be a phenomenal ball for you. So we'll start out in the short pin, which is going to enable me to play further right on this fresh house shot, keep my angles a little bit more closed, and then we'll transition to my stronger pin layout that we have. I think that they both complement each other very well. So we'll start up the track area, pretty far right. This is a completely fresh house shot condition that we're throwing on. I threw one practice ball on it, as we just did a couple videos on the left lane, specifically the Rampage Pearl video. So let's get the video started, and then we'll transition between the bowling balls and move left and see what we got. Okay, not a bad first shot. I kind of rolled up the back of that one a little more than I wanted to, so flat 10 there. I think that the Evoke is probably the prime candidate in the line for the short pin layout. I've gotten quite a bit of use out of both of these bowling balls. I've been able to throw the short pin in league, when the conditions get a little tougher and I just want to square my angles up. Okay, so I'm pretty close right here. I'm probably a pinch further right than I need to be, so I'm going to cheat about a board or two left here. But as you can see with the short pin layout, very smooth rolling bowling ball. Very pleased with it. For anybody that's high rev, two-hander that's looking for a short pin layout, this is definitely a good way to go. Ball return. Okay, so we'll make that small move left. Move two boards left of my feet, keep my eyes in the same area. All right, yeah, I really got around that one. So try to make a little bit better shot. I also brought it in with me.
I figured it out a little bit. Watch.
Okay, so now you can start to see where the friction is here. So realistically, I probably have to move a few more boards left. Here in a second, we'll transition to my stronger pin layout, just so we can see the difference in ball reaction. There we go. So took some hand out of that one, rolled up the back of that a little bit better. As you can see, looked much better. When you start ripping around the side of it, you start to see your ball reaction get a little funky, especially when that's not what you're trying to do. So we'll throw my stronger layout. Try to roll the same way. I expect to see this go high and or Brooklyn. Yeah, so got that one right quick. So naturally it hooked even more, but you can see it's much quicker off of the friction, especially down lane. This is a strong asymmetrical ball. Generally speaking, I'm not even able to throw these solid bowling balls this far right in this house. So we'll throw one more and then we'll just make the jump left. Yeah, so you can see a pretty substantial difference between the two bowling balls. So I'm going to make a big jump left, get more into the meat of the lane where I typically would throw to start. So I'm going to get back into the short pin layout. I'm going to back off on my speed just a little bit. Make about a 6 board move left here. All right, not too bad. So overall, I'm very pleased with the shape out of the ball. You know, these Evokes really did fill a gap between the Jackal Ambush at the top of the line and the Pride Dynasties. So I think that for anybody that was looking for a ball in between those, this is definitely a great option. Yeah, so you can see, you know, with the short pin layout, as I get further left, the ball still has the capability to, you know, get around the corner and really continue through the pins. But because of the fact that it's short pin, it doesn't flare as much. So that motion is going to be definitely less down lane than what we're going to see out of that stronger pin layout. So we'll do a little more and then we'll switch over. Yeah, so got leaked that one a little bit right, but as you can see, you know, not a whole lot of motion down lane. If I really get around it, you know, I grab it at the bottom, the ball will have a little bit more entry angle, but you know, I'm not necessarily trying to do that, so that's a little bit of a physical problem there. But this ball, same spot, much more natural reaction out of the ball, a lot more flare. Huge difference. Didn't have to do anything. That's my normal shot, normal speed to get that to go around, get around the corner like it did and continue to dig. This is definitely a ball that I can use game 1 here in this house, and even a little bit of game 2 sometimes, depending on the pair that we're on and who we're bowling with. Yeah, so you really see the ball pick up early, but it's not losing, you know, not losing the shape down lane. So normally in this house, if I throw, you know, Raptor Fury, a Jackal Ghost, Jackal Ambush, those balls start hooking immediately and they lose motion down lane because of that. This ball is still pretty early, not quite as early as those. You know, it clears the fronts a little bit better, which is where you see that good continuation down lane. And that's where, even for those high rev guys, you know, this ball is definitely in play where some of those others would not be. Yeah. The other unique thing about this ball is it doesn't lane shine, right? So the technology that we have inside the Coverstock prevents the ball from lane shining. You know, I think I have probably about 20 games on the short pin layout, and probably about 12 maybe on my strong pin layout, and it still looks brand new out of box. Have not touched the surfaces at all. This is just typical Motiv ball cleaner. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make one more jump left. We'll get back into the short pin layout, which really I'm only showing you that for demonstration review purposes, so you can see what the major difference is between the two bowling balls. Where this is gonna have I'm gonna really have to physically make this ball get around the corner. Whereas that other one, I'm still going to be able to shape it down lane. So I'm going to back off on my speed again. So as you can see, the ball's still in play, right? It can happen. But for reference, I backed off on my speed almost 2 miles an hour from there. So that's the only reason that ball was able to get around the corner. So now that I've shown you that it can happen, I'm going to show you what my regular shot would look like. And I imagine I'm going to go through the 3.6 here. I'm pretty close to that. Yeah, so right away you can tell that, you know, in order to bring that ball back into play, if I had to get this far left into the soup a little bit, it would definitely have to be a modification of my physical game. Whereas my stronger layout, I'm not going to have to do near as much. I still think that being this far left, you know, on this fresh condition, the ball's still going to be able to recover and get through the pocket. But it's definitely probably not the ideal ball at this point that I'd be using. The further left you get, you know, this ball is not meant to necessarily open the lane up and be a big, you know, super angular piece down lane. So we'll see what it does. Yeah, so that's where you really see, you know, with these solid asyms, the smoother, rounder, more continuous shape, because of it picks up earlier on the lane, which slows it down lane, the further left that I get. Right, so at this point, you know, we're probably looking, if I was to stay in this ball, it's to grind out the rest of the game. You know, start really developing my strategy going into a new ball, probably something a little shinier. So just a reminder, you know, at this point, I'm throwing that with, you know, my normal speed, normal rotation, you know, and I'm still getting a very similar shape as that short pin layout when I threw it much slower. So as you can see, still coming in a little light, getting the mixers. I'm going to back off on my speed just a touch. Oh, we can see good shape down lane. Yeah, so overall, very happy with how both bowling balls look on this fresh condition. These are two balls that I can definitely use even as a two-hander in a higher friction house shot, you know, which really says a lot for the bowling balls and how they are able to store up energy, still clear the fronts pretty well, be pretty responsive off the friction, and not just get very forward at the back of the pattern. You know, again, I've used both of these balls in league, you know, so they're definitely in play for a variety of different people and styles of play. You know, this ball is already out, so if you like what you guys saw today, which I think many of you guys will, aesthetically the balls look really nice, and then, you know, the motion and shape, balls roll really good. So if you're looking to fill that gap in your bag, or you're looking for something that's a little bit slower response, has good continuation, very, for the most part, depending on your condition that you're bowling on, a little bit rounder, but has the capability to be a little quicker down lane, depending on those conditions, you know, the Evoke is definitely going to be a great option for you. Very pleased with the two bowling balls, so, you know, you can order yours today at your local pro shop, or you can order at any of the 3 of our locations. And just a reminder, we're getting close to that 5,000 subscriber mark. Once we get there, we're going to give away the ball, so make sure you guys are hitting that like, subscribe button, give us your feedback and comments. You know, we definitely appreciate all the feedback that we get, you know, and we try to modify maybe our videos, or, you know, meet the demand or the requests that you guys have, because at the end of the day, you know, we're doing these for you guys, and we hope you guys like what you guys see. So until next time, we'll see you guys. Have a good one.